David, can you take us into today's
I
express,
can,
please?
yes. I'm going to do the intro. Providing the sumptuous soundtrack for our breakfast bonanza this morning is the super singer-songwriter who some have said is the new Bob Dylan. Greeting us with guitar in hand, good morning, Jack Savoretti.
Good morning, Jack.
Good morning.
He's so unhandsome, isn't he, Bill?
Yeah.
What a munter.
I gotta use that phone line. My phone made a mistake. It's gonna get me out of so many things.
So Jack is born of a, let me get this right, German-Polish model mum.
Yep.
Okay, and an Italian actor dad.
Yep.
Okay, that's why he looks like he does.
Wow.
Never mind, you can't have it all, Jack.
Amazing.
Okay, what are you going to play for us first?
This first song is a song called Knock Knock.
Okay, thank you.
It was a half-past nothing on a nowhere night. I had no one to love, no one to fight, so I took a walk down Bad News Avenue. I had a heart full of blood, a head full of booze. I had nothing to gain, nothing to lose, so I stepped inside a tavern and began to play Bad News, Bad News. And I'm talking to you. And I don't know your name, but I would love to. Next thing I hear a knock knock, who that there at my door? I hear a knock knock, think she's back for mine. More time I hear knock 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 knock. I hear her at my door. I hear her coming back for more.
Brilliant, Jack Savoretti. Beautiful. Nice sounds, Jack.
Thank you very much.
And you went to bed at midnight with your band last night. Introduce us to your band.
We got from Denmark, Seb over there. We got Jean from France and Pedro from Brazil.
Sorry, an international band, international outfit. Nice. When I say you went to bed with your band, I didn't mean with your band. But,
I was just gonna.
You were.
I was shocked about it. Did I?
Apologise. I was up most of the night.
So were we.
Exactly. So you were recording, weren't you? So it was a pretty late night.
Yeah, we've been recording. We're kind of just finishing up the new record, so it's been quite full on. Sleep is not a good friend these days, but.
Okay, now you and music generally, up to where you are today, dreams of becoming a footballer usurped by the movie Simon and Garfunkel and his soundtrack, and then a hit album followed by Disillusionment at the age of 27 before waking up, smelling the roses again and ending up on tour with Jake Bugg and Bruce Springsteen. That's a roller coaster, isn't it?
Yeah, but I'm kind of grateful to it because, I mean, now I didn't read about it. I actually kind of tasted it, so it's quite nice to sort of sometimes, be able to stand up for yourself.
The reason you're here now is because somebody somewhere put on the DVD of Simon and Garfunkel's soundtrack.
No, it was The Graduate. It was the movie The Graduate, actually, that sort of, it was the soundtrack was all Simon and Garfunkel, but that film, yeah, it just kind of struck a chord. I mean, it was the only film still to this day I've ever seen where the soundtrack has two full songs back to back with no dialogue in between.
And were you any good at football?
I like to have thought I was.
Who would you have played for? Which nationality?
I used
You're
to-
like 20 nationalities.
Yeah, passport. I'm English. Passport.
Right.
But I used to play for a club called FC Lugano, which is on the border with Switzerland and the north of Italy.
Right. So you properly play professionally?
Well, professionally, no. I finished when I was like 15.
Okay.
And when I saw The Graduate,
Right.
everything
That was
else
it.
around there.
You literally hung your boots up, didn't
But
you?
it's what I was. I mean, that's kind of that was my plan, was just to play football.
Now,
But,
you were brought up in Switzerland, is that correct?
Yeah, between England, Switzerland, and Italy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, David Bowie once moved to Switzerland and famously had to move again to New York because he couldn't write any songs because nothing ever happens in Switzerland. How did you find that?
I mean, at the time it was boring, but looking back, I'm pretty grateful to where I grew up. Like now, when I go back to visit and I see just where it was, the beauty of it is pretty breathtaking and it's pretty spectacular. And it was safe for a kid. It was great. I mean, like I said, we played football. There were certain things that were very positive about Switzerland at the time too. Certain things that were legal and able to do, and created this kind of little bohemian community within the country.
Okay, did you find yourself very much on time, very punctual?
Based on what I just said, no, I wasn't. The trains were.
Everything else is and it's also clean.
It was
isn't
so
it?
clean.
So clean, so
So clean.
gorgeous. I remember once went skiing in a resort in Switzerland. Didn't ski much, to be honest. More skinking, bit of skiing, a lot of drinking. And I remember we got cautioned by the police because we were dancing too much.
Yeah, it's pretty nuts. I mean, the neighbors will call the cops, even though they're friends. They will call...
About each other?
No, about you. Like, if you're having a party or something, the neighbors, before calling you, will call the cops.
And then say, I'm sorry about this, but I've just called the police. They'll be round in a moment.
Yeah.
Critique too far. Jack, what are you going to play for us now, my friend?
This is the new single called Sweetheart.
Thank you. Jack Savoretti here now.
Everywhere I turn tonight looks like paradise hidden in your eyes. Lightning strikes anywhere and sometimes twice. I'm so happy now, happy and alive. All the little pieces keeping us together, tearing us apart. All the little secrets leaving us forever, buried in our hearts. And I woke up taking your arm, sweetheart, for a walk. Unless you want me to, yeah. All the little pieces keeping us together, tearing us apart. All the little secrets leaving us forever, buried in our hearts. And I won't take your sweetheart for you, unless you want me to. Summertime, and everywhere I turn tonight, I'm so happy now, happy we survived.
Lovely, sweet. Savoretti on Radio 2.